Viewer discretion is advised.
Dr. Jeremiah walked into one of the empty chambers in the facility. He took a look around the dusty corner and the abandoned apparatus. Yep, this will have to do. He then spoke into his earpiece. Commence Phase 2 of Project Avalon. There was a shift in his surroundings. The light shut off, followed by red lights flooding every room and hallway. Sounds of heavy gates slamming the ground echoed from afar, and alarms began blaring aloud. The facility was now on lockdown. What will you guys do, I wonder? Hello everybody, I'm TheRubber. Today, we bring you a tale from the SCP Foundation. Dr. Jeremiah was assigned by the O5 Council to conduct a test. A group of D-Class were chosen for a peculiar project. The Foundation had made requisitions for 4 criminals on death row. They were transferred to what appeared to be a deserted Foundation facility for an experiment headed by Dr. Jeremiah. Hello there, everyone. My name is Dr. Jeremiah. Welcome to Site-04 and your shot at returning to society.
You sure you want to put me back into society? I killed some people, to say the least. That guy over there? Whew, that's a piece of work. Heard he eats people.
I only cook them. The police stopped me before I could indulge further.
Yo, Four Eyes, what did you do?
I'm but a doctor.
A doctor, huh? You seriously think I'd believe that?
It's so stupidly obvious that you only know one way of killing.
Can we get this over with already?
Right, so I'll be leading you through this week. Schmidt, you're on security.
Trusting a murderer for security. A little too much faith in humanity there, huh?
Kazuma, Melina, I have a special task for the two of you. Please come with me after this briefing.
Understood.
Ugh, why do I have to pair up with this creep?
As for Harold, since you're a doctor like you said, it only makes sense that you take on the role of on-site medical personnel. Harold only nodded studiously. Good. Everyone to their stations then. All right, you two, come with me. Oh, and remember, you're under observation at all times, so please be on your best behavior. For the first few days, Dr. Jeremiah was merely observing his subjects in the facility. Throughout the week, the D-Class would catch random movements at the corner of their visions, things appearing then disappearing the moment they looked away. On the last day, the second phase of the test began. It was midnight. All of the subjects were fast asleep. Suddenly, the alarm blared out with deafening force, bathing the hallways in oppressive red flashes.
What's going on?
It's so freaking loud! I can barely hear anything else!
Schmidt and Harold rushed out of the room and met an anxious Melina in the hallway.
What the hell's happening?
I don't know. Where's Jeremiah?
Can't stay here, we gotta keep moving!
The three of them ran aimlessly through the maze-like facility. The flashes of red light made it difficult for them to find their way around. They turned a corner and spotted an open door. Harold carefully approached it, only to find the body of Dr. Jeremiah inside, chained up by the neck and arms, charred and maimed. Melina puked at the sight.
This is bad.
Yeah, you think? Who would do such a thing? Wait, where's Kazuma?
I knew it! He did it! That freak freaking killed Dr. J! I'm getting out of here! I don't belong here!
Melina took off running.
Wait, we should stick together.
Before Schmidt could run after her, Harold stopped him.
Leave her. She cannot help us now.
But...
Suddenly, a sharp scream came piercing through the alarm. Schmidt and Harold rushed over, then immediately stopped and hid behind a wall. Melina's lifeless body was being dragged into the darkness.
I'm so sick of this place. All these damned corners and never-ending hallways.
Shh. You see that? Something's coming.
From the very same darkness into which Melina had vanished, stumbled a large arachnid creature. Its jaws ripped open into a grotesque smile, brandishing its razor-sharp teeth.
What the hell is that?
Run! Run!
They ran as the creature gave chase, but they had little stamina left to spare. Soon enough, the creature caught up to them and claimed Harold.
Help! Help! Ah!
Schmidt stopped and looked back. Just like Melina, Harold was being dragged further down towards the other side. And then, nothing.
Harold? Harold! Damn it!
Then, a faint cry of help was heard from one of the chambers down the hallway. Smith barely made his way over, following the weak cry amidst the noise.
Kazuma, is that you?
Closing in on the origin of the voice, he found Kazuma sitting in a room staring at SCP-173.
Kazuma, what are you doing?
Look at it. Don't blink. Don't look away. Please, I cannot keep this up much longer.
Smith did so without a second thought. Then Kazuma scrambled off to the side and rubbed his eyes.
What is this thing? Why can't I look away?
One of us needs to look at it. If not, it'll move and kill you.
I have an idea. Let's say we get that spider in here, then we run. We'll trap those things in and let them have a go at one another. Yeah?
The what?
A long story, but trust me.
The thumping footsteps of the arachnid were getting closer. Soon enough, the creature poked its head through the door, then squeezed its way in.
It's here. Now I just need you to keep looking at this peanut-looking thing and wait for my signal.
Oh, what is going on? There's something is in here?
Smith slowly paced backwards as the creature scanned the area while advancing to the middle of the room.
What do we do? I cannot look at it any longer. Please, help!
Then Smith saw it, an opening, a one-way street towards the exit. He dashed towards it, alarming the creature. As soon as Smith got out, he held the door open and shouted at Kazuma.
Now, run! I've got the statue in my sights. Run!
Kazuma immediately turned and charged at the exit. Unfortunately, the creature was ready this time. It quickly caught up to Kazuma and grabbed his leg.
Help! Ah!
He was done for, and Smith knew it. He slammed the door shut and left Kazuma at the mercy of the abominations inside.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He ran and ran and ran. It was the right call. There was nothing he could have done anyway. Better one of us than both of us, right? Right? Smith stopped dead in his tracks.
No, I'm gonna stop running and do something good for once.
He rushed back with all of his might, then barged through the door.
Kazuma, I'm here to save.
But it was too late. Smith was greeted by the sight of the creature's mealtime, with Kazuma on the menu. SCP-173 was nowhere to be found.
You ugly bastard! Ah!
Smith picked up a broken chair leg on the floor. As he charged forward to attack the creature, the lights suddenly went out. It was complete darkness. A moment later, the facility's lights came back on. The red flashing and loud alarms were no more. The creature in Kazuma's body had vanished as well.
What just...
He heard sounds of applause from behind. Smith turned around and saw Dr. Jeremiah wholly unharmed. So you actually decided to help. A killer with a conscience. Not bad.
Jeremiah, but you are...
Dead? Oh, that was nothing but a little distraction, I guess. I wanted to see what a bunch of misfits would do under such circumstances. The first few days were simply to let you guys make friends, make you care about one another, see if any of you are worth saving.
Where are the rest? Where's Harold?
Harold is on his way back to Supermax. He stopped you from helping Melina, did he not? That's a big no-no in my book. And don't tell me you expect Kazuma to be released too. The man's a cannibal, for goodness sake.
What about Melina?
Oh, Melina? Poor girl. You see, this whole place is rigged, but one of our mechanisms malfunctioned. Simply an unfortunate accident.
So that's it? We're just lab rats for your sick experiment.
More like a test drive. Thanks to you lot, I was able to fine-tune every part of this facility. My God, you saw how real that spider thing was, right? That's my best work yet. That said, I'm a man of my word. You passed the test. You're free to go.
Just like that? No strings attached?
Not without a parting gift, of course. This might sting a bit. After that, you won't remember a thing. A fresh beginning, am I right? 2 Foundation agents then entered with amnestics. Dr. Jeremiah exited the room, then spoke into his earpiece. Yes, the facility is ready for Christensen. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. Have a favorite SCP you want to see on this channel? Leave us your suggestions in the comments down below. In the meantime, if you'd like to see more SCP content, then check out some of our other videos right here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye!